Hey guys, how's it going? In today's video, I just wanted to show you how you can easily build out the topical authority of your site for any niche, for any topic, using Claude AI. You can also use ChatGPT or even Bard if you wanted to, but I just started using Claude, and it's really interesting software, or a really interesting tool. So before I just dive into it, basically for topical authority, it's you want to be covering as in depth as possible, as much of a topic related to your niche on your site as you can. So you want to be focusing on a specific subject, right? So in the case of my website here, this would be something like Saskatchewan provincial parks, Ontario provincial parks, Quebec provincial parks, for example, as I'll show you in the example. This helps to improve credibility, right? Or at least perceived credibility, which is going to kind of hit on those EEAT principles. Now, to do this, you want to be producing high quality content over time. And this is, long-term commitments, producing in-depth, high-quality content on a specific subject. So the most important thing here is specific subject, the topic, right? You want to be an authority on a topic. To start, it's not going to be a super broad topic. It needs to be narrow enough and deep enough before you start going wide. And you need to be producing high-quality content on a regular basis for it to have an impact, right? Why does it matter? It shows expertise. You come across as being more trustworthy and have more authority for that specific topic before you branch out. Makes it easier to do internal linking, and it's going to drive traffic. Now, when it comes to internal linking and structure, I want to show you why that matters, or where you can find it in real life on a website I'm sure we're all familiar with, is the HubSpot blog, right? So these guys produce tons of content, and as you can see on their site, they have it broken down. They've got marketing, AI, sales, service, right? For example, websites. And if you click any of these articles, these are all within the sales topic, right? So HubSpot has written thousands of articles all within sales. So when Google visits the site, it visits one sales article, it's bouncing off all the different other sales articles. It comes across to Google as authoritative. And if you visit the site and you are browsing sales articles, you would think, okay, HubSpot knows what they're talking about when it comes to sales. When you insert that URL and do the site search here, right, just for sales alone, there's 4,500 results. I don't know how many of these end up being blog posts, but just within the sales topic alone, they've covered, I'm sure, everything, right? And that's really what you want to be doing with your niche sites, or with any site for that matter. You'll read a lot online about the entire topical cluster to build authority needs to link to a pillar page. It's probably not that important for a lot of sites. It really depends on your niche. If you're offering tours, if you're offering a specific service or a very specific product, then fine. Maybe you want to build out the topic cluster all pointing to one specific page. But for a thing like HubSpot, sure, they're pushing everything to their service, but within this niche, within this cluster, it's all going to be sales with maybe recommendation to one of their main services instead of all supporting that core service, right? Anyways, I want to show you guys what I've done here. This is an example for this site because I'm kind of bouncing around with a lot of different topics and stuff. So I just wanted to show you using Claude AI, completely free to sign up. Just go to Claude.ai, sign up. Basically, I just asked, can you give me a list of 50 blog post ideas for building topical relevance, and it's topical authority, but at this point, I think these AIs view it as kind of the same. Related to Quebec provincial parks, this can include topics about Quebec provincial parks and specific provincial parks within Quebec. So basically, what I want to do, what the plan is, it's going to be build out 50 to 100 posts just about Quebec provincial parks before I move on. Now, a lot of these aren't going to be that relevant, right? So you're gonna have to know the niche before you start kind of creating content based on what you get from getting a list from any of these tools, right? But for example, you can just kind of do a search like this, right? You take this and just check for yourself what kind of content is showing up, right? So this is the best Quebec beaches. Maybe this one isn't as relevant for my website based on this list, right? But for example, and that's why you have to do a search. You kind of have to manually check to see if it's relevant for the site or not. But again, doing another search for this one, because obviously these aren't going to be keywords that are going to be showing up in SEMrush or anything, right? But for example, this one, 7 Quebec parks, You need to visit to explore the fall colors, as the people also ask, where to find the best fall colors in Quebec. And this is something you could write about from the provincial park standpoint, or at least the Quebec park standpoint. Now, what's cool about Claude is you can even take it a step further and just let's go back and check out the things here. Quebec Scenic Parks, was this it? Yeah. So basically what I did was I just asked Claude to give me 50 low competition keywords for Quebec provincial parks, right? Now, again, not all these are going to be relevant, but it's going to give you a good start where you can, it's going to give you a good base where you can start building out the topic for this specific topic, being Quebec provincial parks. Now, some of these, okay, like you're not ever going to rank for Jacques Cartier Provincial Park. It's going to be Google Maps. It's going to be their own website. It's going to be the Quebec Tourism website. Very unlikely you're going to outrank something way too broad like this. But for example, right, Quebec family-friendly provincial parks. Popped it into Google to see if it's even relevant to write for. And look at that, you've got Hip Camp, and this is not even related to the query, but for sure people are looking this up. And then here, easyplanettravel.com, 16 campgrounds in Quebec for family fun vacations, right? So they're the best family campgrounds. So there is a demand for this keyword, right? Now that's an article you would want to write. Quebec Hidden Gem Provincial Parks. Again, if you know the niche, it's pretty easy to see what's going to work or not. But even from this one, right, 7 hidden gems in Quebec. That's just about Quebec overall. But hidden gem trails, right? Camping, okay, that's mine. Look at that, 5 awesome Quebec campsites. So there is demand for some of these keywords, right? Now, of course, in this case, like, I mean, some of these are awesome. Fishing in Quebec, bird watching, ice climbing. A lot of this stuff you won't find using SEMrush or keyword tools, for example. But you will see stuff like this popping up in your Google Search Console, and it's stuff people are looking for. It's just common sense. A lot of people are going to be looking for things like maps, like best times to visit, group rates, all stuff that you want to be ranking for if you're building a site. And this is just allowing you to go super deep into a specific topic to build that topic cluster to get that topical authority. And yeah, that's all I want to talk about in today's video. I also asked Claude kind of why I thought these were low competition. Really interesting reply here. But overall, I just wanted to show you guys how you can use Claude AI to just start building out some of that topical authority for your website, why it matters, and honestly how easy it is to do. And then from here, you can pop this into any of your auto blogging tools, or just start banging these out manually and really start to build that relevance and authority for your website. Yeah, as always, you guys, thank you for watching. Feel free to let me know in the comments down below if you have any comments, questions, concerns, critiques, whatever, and we will see you in the next video.